resume yourself can be overwhelming, but you don't have to worry because that is why I am here. In this video, I'll be taking you through a step-by-step process on how you can write a standard resume. Last month, I decided to dedicate 2 weekends in reviewing resumes and CVs for free. And you know how it is when free is involved. I had an inflow of resume. The good, the bad, the ugly is the reason I am making this video today. Because as an ambitious professional, you shouldn't apply to your dream job or any job at all with a resume looking like this. Hi, my name is Mfon Akpan. I help you gain clarity and take ownership of your career. If you're new here, welcome to my little corner on the internet. Kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell as well. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I am glad you're here again. If you're actively in the job market, you should always remember that you're not the only one up for a particular position. You're up against hundreds of people, especially for entry level and junior roles. To make sure you get the chance to wow the hiring managers with your dazzling personality, your resume has to be top notch. Before I take you through the step-by-step process in crafting your resume, I'll be sharing with you tips you need to take cognizance of. Tip 1, don't make your resume too busy. You might think fancy formatting and bold choices are guaranteed to help you make your mark, and maybe they will, but not for the right reasons. So what can you do to make your resume stand out? Don't try to make it stand out. Keep it simple and personal. Tip 2, don't use one resume to apply to all job openings. You remember One for All in this video? The link is in the description box. You should watch that video if you've not. Tailor your resume to the company and the role you're applying for. I was consulting with a client who needed my services for his resume and cover letter. His needs: I need a resume and cover letter I can use to apply to all job openings. And I was like, okay, I hear you. But here is my feedback. Using one resume to apply to all job openings has its pros and cons. The only advantage there is less stressful and it saves time. But is that your goal in applying to that job? I am guessing no. You know the old adage of what is worth doing is worth doing well. Looking for a job is a full-time job, so you have to put in the work. Now, the disadvantage for using one resume for all job openings: it shows the hiring manager that you're lazy and you don't take your career seriously. I will give you an example. If you take a glance at my resume, it screams human resources. This doesn't mean I don't have experience. I don't have job experiences in other fields. However, this is my career path and what I choose to project. So let's say I am applying to a marketing role. Do you think it's appropriate for me to use my current resume to apply for the job? This is what will happen to my resume. It's a hard copy now. And I'm sure this has happened to your resume a number of times. If you've been doing One for All. Even if the role you're applying to is not so different from your previous roles, every organization has its requirements, and you should tailor your resume to meet those specific requirements. Don't just hijack your resume and dust it and send it to the hiring manager without even taking a glance or making any changes. Tip 3, fonts and formats. Your resume shouldn't look like this. Use corporate fonts. When in doubt, use Times New Roman. And keep your font size at 12 points. Highlight and title each section of your resume. And if your details can contain one page, awesome. A pager resume is great. So let's get into the step-by-step process of writing a resume. Section 1, your heading. This is at the top of your resume, and this section should include your personal details. And when I say your personal details, I'm not referring to your date of birth, gender, or all the things I asked you to delete in this video. This section should include your name, boldly written, your location, contact details like your email, official email, not the sexy guy at yahoo.com or stainless2002@gmail.com. Your official email that contains your official name. If it's taken, then tweak it with numbers, not your date of birth. No one needs to know you were born in 2022. Please. You can tweak it with any other number. not your date of birth. Your contact details need to include your valid phone number as well. Also in this section, you can add your LinkedIn URL if your LinkedIn is optimized. If it's not, don't. But if it is, add it, because it shows the hiring manager that you're able to build a professional brand for yourself. Additionally, there's this detail I add at the top of my client's resume, and I also look out for it as well. Let's say you're applying to a role as a business manager. After your LinkedIn URL, this should come next: business manager, before your professional summary. Here is an example. Section 2, professional summary. Start off this section with a short profile. This is the first thing hiring managers will read on your resume. And if what they read is interesting, then they will take a look at other sections of your resume. It takes 5 to 7 seconds for hiring managers to glance through your resume. So make those seconds count. Make sure you kick things off with something memorable and quick. Give them an idea of who you are as a professional and what it is that you do. You might also want to add the number of experience you have in that particular field or industry. But if you don't have, don't stress it. It's okay. Avoid using cliche words like passionate, dedicated, focused, hardworking, and the like. Section 3, your skills. Highlight your key technical skills and soft skills relevant to the job you're applying to. Read the job description and take note of the key skills emphasized by the company. If you have them, add them. If you don't, don't lie. Do not lie. One of the key skills emphasized by the company is that you are able to work under pressure, and you know deep down that this is not you, but you jumped on it just to complain later that you're burned out, and you go on how you hate your job. It was emphasized by the company, but you choose to go for it anyway. So don't complain. My point, don't lie. Like I said in this video, it's better you tell them you don't have it than tell a lie. Section 4, work experience. In this section, as the name implies, you want to add the relevant job experiences you've gathered over the years. Start with the most recent. The name of the company, your job title, and start to end date. Why I air quote the word relevant, because if you're applying to, let's use marketing, I try not to use human resources. Okay, if you're applying to a marketing role and over the years you've gathered experiences in different fields, including marketing, my advice would be you stay on the marketing experiences and then just leave the rest. Now, to role description, it shouldn't look like this. Keep it simple and concise. Use bullet points and shorter sentences to highlight your achievements. I see people underestimate the achievements they have made and undervalue their impact in a company or a business. Don't say you were ordering stationaries. Say you were in charge in making sure the company had the necessary resources to operate effectively. Use keywords and focus on achievements, not just duties and responsibilities. If your resume doesn't sound like you're bragging, then it's probably not personal enough. Section 5, education. If you have a PhD, master's, bachelor's degree, or HND, don't add your high school or primary school qualification. It won't make any difference, except you're applying to a civil service job in Nigeria, or it's a specific requirement from the company. If you still have your high school and primary school qualification on your resume, watch this video and delete. I don't mean this video. Your high school qualification and primary school qualifications on your resume. Section 6, professional qualifications. In this section, highlight your professional qualifications, certifications, and relevant training. If you've noticed, I keep on emphasizing on the word relevant because I know you must have gathered a lot of trainings from different fields, different angles, but do not add all of it. Add the ones that are relevant to the job you're applying for. If you don't have any and you plan to build a successful career for yourself, then you have to start learning. Not so you add it to your resume, but to enhance your knowledge and skill in the career path you've chosen for yourself. With the internet and online learning platforms like Coursera, Udemy, FutureLearn, I particularly love Coursera. You can learn anything. Use the internet to your advantage and add value to yourself. Section 7, reference. Don't make the mistake of adding this sentence to your resume. Reference available on request. Really? Do you really think that hiring managers will call you, hey Mfon Akpan, please provide us 2 references for your application? They won't do that. They won't do that. Personally, working in human resources, I believe reference check is a waste of time. Now, this is my opinion. Because obviously, candidates will not add a contact of someone they know will give them a negative remark. My approach, if a candidate might be a good fit, invite the person for an interview. Why waste time in contacting a third party when you can have a one-on-one conversation with the person? And let's be real, most organizations don't contact the people you use as reference, so why waste space? Only add reference to your resume if it's requested. Now you can add reference to your CV, whether it's requested or not. I will tell you why if I'm able to make a video on the differences between resume and CV. So those are the step-by-step process you need to follow in crafting a standard resume. Whenever you're ready to write a resume, you can always come back and watch this video as many times as you want. If you find value in this video, you know the drill. Give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, comment, and subscribe. If you've not, it will make a huge difference. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video.